But for me, like, I'm not stopping what I'm doing to watch The Last Dance. Like, I'll watch it because it's part of NBA history and it's one of the greatest players ever. Like, I'll get to it. Don't get me wrong. Like, just as an NBA writer and an NBA fan, like, yeah, I want to see that, especially because I only caught the tail end of Jordan's career. But the way people are reacting to it in social media and pretending that it's like breaking news or like, you know, appointment viewing that you need to stop and stop what you're doing and watch, to me is kind of corny because like what took 20 years for this documentary to come out? Like, I get it, you want it to be perfect, but does it really need to be 10 hours? Does it really need to be 10 episodes? Like, and don't get me wrong, like, I watched all 7 episodes of the OJ shit. But the difference with that was, one, the OJ shit was really a look at like Los Angeles and the 90s and black and white, you know, relationships. And of course, you know, you're still going to get some of that in the Jordan documentary, but it's essentially just showing us inside access of Jordan that we've never really seen. But it's like, bruh, what took you 20 years to clear this? Like, what took you 20 years to show this? And of course, now they're saying, you know, they did a kind of similar project during Kobe's final year. So I'll definitely be interested in seeing that, you know, again, LA tie-in, but more so, like, I don't expect that, like, I don't expect to wait 20 years to see that movie. Like, I don't expect 20 years to wait and see what happened during Kobe Bryant's last year. It's like, it's almost like now that LeBron's final season, like LeBron's chance at a championship is uncertain to get that 4th ring. Now it's like, okay, let's drop this content and remind everyone that Jordan's the GOAT. It's like, okay, now that Kobe's no longer walking this earth to defend himself and say he'll take himself over Jordan, let's go ahead and remind everybody else that Jordan's the GOAT. And it's almost creating this kind of whole group think of like, you know, 90s old heads being like, yeah, I told you so, Jordan was great. And I get it. Like, you're seeing a lot of behind the scenes shit and hearing from Jordan himself in ways that you never have. But again, bro, like, what took you 20 years? That's all I got to say about The Last Dance. Because honestly, when I think of The Last Dance, I just think about being hungover and how I always say I'm never going to drink again. And end up drinking again. Oh, man. Because the truth was, that wasn't The Last Dance. He came back with the fucking Wizards.
Well, all right then.
You know me, I got to shit on everything everyone likes.
Okay, so a couple things. And I'm glad you mentioned the whole Jordan situation because, like, I'm sorry, but the talent in the NBA is better than it's ever been. Jordan didn't see anybody who looked like Giannis. He didn't play against anybody who looked like Kevin Durant. Like, don't get me started on this whole, yeah, he had Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp would be like an underdeveloped 4 in today's game.
So Zion?
He'd be Zion without the jump shot. Now, I'm not saying he didn't play against nothing but a bunch of Hall of Famers, but I also want to speak to Kobe's point when he said you can't judge it by era. Because honestly, if we're saying the greatest player of all time, like, no one says Kareem, but it should be Kareem. Because Kareem was the most unstoppable player at his position outside of Shaq. So if we're going to have that conversation, I just think people finally want to know and hear about Jordan.
And he probably cared about blackness more, but
yeah, definitely. Jordan had the luxury of not caring about being black, but was still, like, people were getting killed in the 90s over his shoes. But I guess that didn't matter because Republicans wear Jordans too.
Which he said he never said, by the way.
You know, that's fine. But his actions would say otherwise. But that's what happens, like, when you never stand for anything. And, like, Jordan is the only person I've seen that could just be about sports and just shut up and dribble. That's why I don't like that narrative, because if you don't stand up and say shit against racial injustice, you get painted like a Jordan, where he can't even say, oh, I've done all the stuff behind the scenes. We ain't seen it. The streets ain't never seen it.
Whatever. I'll do what I want.
Yeah. But anyway, on to what I was really going to rant about. Pete and I were talking before the show, and he said guacamole, like with a W. Yeah! And I almost wanted to just take his Latino card from him, because I'm pretty sure of my entire life living around Latin people, I've never heard somebody say guacamole. Huh. He said it like with a W. He didn't even say like a light G, like a guacamole. Like, he didn't say that. He said like guacamole. Like whack-a-mole. Like, the shit pissed me off. Like, I almost had an aneurysm. It was bad. But now you're just playing random bullshit. But anyway, with this whole we're gonna be stuck inside, man, people really just don't give a shit. Like, this dude came into my job with no mask on, looking like a cross between Oscar from The Office wearing a fucking Erykah Badu head wrap with some Mary J. Blige boots and some torn up jeans, and honestly everything in me, like, it took everything in me not to make a joke internally in my head. And he did have a message. I don't believe the coronavirus is real, but your outfit and horrible taste and style clearly is. You look like, he looked like fucking Buffalo Bill if he raided some black auntie's closet. Like, it was worrying me. I was like, how did you come out the house dressed like this? Like, bro, what the fuck? So, like, when people walk around with no mask and coughing on shit and not respecting anybody's personal space, like, those are the same people who were doing this shit before there was an outbreak. And I still hate those people. They get on my nerves. Like, don't be all upon me while I'm fucking in the frozen section looking at ice cream. Like, bro, step your ass up. Give me 50 feet. Or at least give me 5 feet. And that's not even a lot. I'm not even asking for a lot. Don't be all up under me and shit. Like, go live your life somewhere else away from me. And now I can't even go to the fucking beach because all you assholes are just going to be there running and working out, but not picnicking and lounging, which, by the way, that's so confusing. Like, it sounds like Newsom just wants to get us all on entrapment charges. It's like, oh, yeah, sure, you can do this, but, you know, not over there. But, you know, how do you go outside to exercise and lounge and run on the beach and you're not putting yourself in danger to make the virus worse, but you're slowly opening up businesses again? I just don't understand that whole beach thing. Either keep the beach closed all the way or don't. But that shit is stupid to me. And now, lastly, our Lord and toxic savior, Free Band's Future, dropping an album. Kehlani dropped her album. I can't wait to really. I gotta finish listening to it, but you know, I enjoy toxic R&B. I enjoy talking about how, like, she had a bar where she said, "I got bodies I'll never tell anybody," and you know what? That's okay. I'm glad when I hear a woman say that. Like, yo, I got bodies I'll never talk about. That's cool. We can be toxic on both sides, and it can be kind of healthy in a funny way. So when Future drops and all this toxic shit comes out and the timeline gets hit with all these Future memes, I don't want to hear anything about a hot girl summer, because some of y'all clearly lost. Like, can I say now the hot girls lost? I'm pretty sure the hot girls lost the summer. In fact, the hot girls may or may not have caused the coronavirus. We don't know. But Hot Girl Summer didn't save anything. Y'all in the house on TikTok and fans only, bored. Let's just be honest.
Pick up a book.
Y'all really bored. Like, yeah, you need money, but a lot of y'all are bored because you're not getting no attention. You don't know how to live your life with no attention on you. You can't just be in the cut And that's a personal flaw. Because personally, I don't want nobody paying attention to my ass. Like, I'm trying to do what I got to do and get going. But some of y'all out here on your socials, your thirst is showing. Your lack of being able to just chill and sit your ass down somewhere is showing. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up.
We were almost on time.
Almost, but you know, somebody dropped their fries. Yeah. Talk about curbside delivery. God damn. With a side of guacamole. But shout out to my mom. The fuck? She's listening. She going. That was cool. Hit the blue one. Just hit the blue one. The blue one. That's teal, bro. And you turn the volume down.
The volume?
I said volume.
The volume?
I didn't say volume. I said volume. But anyway. Happy birthday to my mom. Her birthday's tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Mama Berry.
I feel bad for everybody who is having birthday quarantines because my birthday was lit. I was fucking crossfaded and drunk off my ass out of Red Robin's, just downing milkshakes.
So a regular Friday night?
No, bitch. Shut up. Fucking asshole. But anyway, happy birthday to my mom. We're going to get drunk off mimosas tomorrow and eat birthday cake. And I guess I'll make you dinner. And I don't like cooking because I spend most of my time at work cooking. So consider this like a huge deal because when I'm not at work, I don't feel like cooking. But anyway, yeah, shout out to Future. Damn, Future's album drops on my mom's birthday. Oh, it's going to be so toxic tomorrow. Oh, shit. I just realized that. Woo! Anyway, y'all, thanks for listening, if you're listening. And if you're not, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell that one friend that you don't like that they should really listen to it. Or not. Either way, this was fun. Pete, you got anything else?
Holy shit. Fucking Kanye West outro over here. You realize that last segment took us longer than to go through all 32 players.
It was about 9 minutes. We started at like 10:02.
No, we didn't. We started at like 57.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I was timing that.
You took up most of the time.
Anyways, though,
like
shout out to the X Squad affiliate. Shout out to the Good News Sports, the Good News. Shout out to the FBC Radio. Shout out to everybody who fucks with us. Shout out to your favorite podcast app where you can also find this, as well as touchdownswithtangents.com. If you aren't already following us on TDs_tangents, make sure you go there. Kenny has funny memes all week long. And yeah, man, stay safe out there. We're not out the clear yet. So still be careful, man. Take your precautions and you know, stay at home if you can.
And if you're lucky enough. If you catch an STD during this pandemic, you really are a hoe. Like if you catch an STD,
kind of hypocritical, but we can have that conversation off air.
How is it not?
We can have that conversation off air.
The fuck? We're not going off the air with that. I've never had an STD ever in my life, fam. Don't you? You can't just say shit like that.
You know,
never had an STD in my life. Ever. This isn't a wood table, you dumbass. And we're not going out to this one.
You gotta wait at least 3 weeks.
I gotta wait longer. I gotta wait longer for an STD than the fucking coronavirus.
Yeah,
the coronavirus is only 2 to 14 days.
Yeah, and honestly, it can even take months to show symptoms.
So I could have fucking syphilis in like 6 months from now?
Yeah, in like 3 months.
Wow, that was really dark. I really wish you didn't do that. We're just gonna... I think it's better if we just go out like this.
Yeah, I'll pop you. With the 5.56s, bust your medulla.
You really just gonna fuck the flow.
No, I didn't.
You fucked up the natural conclusion.
I mean, you're the one who made that 340 joke, bitch. I'm playing E40 now. Not funny anymore.
It's not a natural point to pick it up. You picked it up in the middle of his rap. This feels awkward. I'm like you're trying too hard now. Just hit stop.
Speaking of living for today and tomorrow,
hit stop.
Just know that like